Welcome to the Great British Crochet Off technical version, where I chat through the technical aspects of this week's episode of the Great British Crochet Off, a series where I watch an episode of the Great British Bake Off and then crochet something that inspires me from it. This week I was inspired by Sumayah's, I think it was a butternut squash and pecan pie that she made for her signature, and I created this replica as a wall hanging. If you have not watched this week's episode, you can check it out, already posted on my channel. In the meantime, let's go back in time and see how we got here. Excuse the fact that I'm on the floor. I'm just gathering up stuff for this week's projects. You can actually see last week's project right there. As soon as I saw the fruited pies, I knew exactly what I was going to do. So Sumayah did her like rabbit fruit pie with all the pretty flowers and the pretty lattice work on it, and then a couple of other people had mushrooms on theirs. So I'm going to combine those into a piece of wall art. I bought an embroidery hoop. I'm waiting for it to get here. And then I'm just going to start, I'm going to basically make a pie for my wall using the embroidery hoop. So I'm going to start with a big old circle of, I think like this pretty purple color that I picked to be the filling of the pie. I know her pie wasn't purple fillinged, but go with me on this one. And then I'm just going to make a big old circle of it to start, and then we're going to start building all the pie stuff on top of it. So let's go. Let's do an update on this project. So this is the hoop that I ended up buying to be my frame. What I didn't realize when I bought it is that it's not your usual like embroidery hoop. Usually with an embroidery hoop, you would untwist the top and it would loosen it, and you twist it back up to tighten it. But with this one, you fit it into this part here, into this groove in here. And so it fits really, 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 really tightly. And I don't think I can get the thickness that is crocheted yarn in this area here. So what I'm going to end up doing is I'm either going to glue it onto this part here, or I'm going to glue this on a piece of fabric and put the piece of fabric held here. I'm not sure what yet. That'll be like the literal last step of what I do. But I did make my circle, so this is going to be underneath all the lattice, so you're not really going to see all of the purple that is here. And what I've been working on next is all of the little embellishment bits. So I made about 15 or so, and all the flower patterns and all the leaf patterns that I'm using, I have already posted tutorials for. So if you're curious for these individual things, you can look for those. So this little leaf pattern, and I'm making all these little flowers. And I also made some green leaves because she had green leaves as well. So I'm going to make a bunch more little flowers in a couple of different colors. I have this pastry color, I have another pastry color, and then I have this purple as well. That's going to be my accent color. So I'm just going to spend the next hour just making embellishments for the top of this. And then I need to do my latticing and my bunny rabbit and my mushrooms as well. So I have a lot of work to go still. It's Thursday afternoon. Tonight's Halloween, so it's going to be a little bit of a wacky night. So let's see what I can do. Okay, so I made my lattice top. I went a little light on the lattices because I have so many things to top it with, so many. So I showed before I had a bunch of different flowers. Again, tutorials for these flowers are on my page. Tutorial for this leaf is on my page, or it will be very soon if I haven't already posted it. It's one of the applique patterns that I make, but I did make a new applique pattern, and it's this little mushroom. So if you guys want the pattern for this, let me know. It's super simple. So I've made some more mushroom heads. I'm going to finish these mushrooms off, and then I need to, before I layer anything else, I need to make my rabbit, which I think I'm going to do out of felt. So yeah, I am going to finish these mushrooms, and then I'm going to go get some felt and try and figure this rabbit out. So here's the little bunny that I copied out, and here's the felt I'm going to use. Like I said, I'm going to use felt just because I don't feel like crocheting a recreation of this. So I'm going to cut this out, and then I have my handy dandy crayons, and I'm going to try and shade it in and give it some depth with the crayons. So I'm going to cut out 2 probably, just so I have a backup in case my first one does not turn out well. So here is our source material on my computer, and here is the felt version. You'll have to let me know if it works. So all I did was I literally cut out that shape, and then I shaded it with some crayon just because I wanted it to all be really soft. So I might deepen the shading a little bit, but I think it's going to look cute. Perfect for the bedroom. So I just kind of went mad with gluing everything, and I think I'm done with all of the gluing. Here are the wrappers from the Band-Aid from the giant burn I gave to myself from gluing. Other than that, all of this is glued down. Now I just need to glue it to the frame, and then it is Thursday night and I am done for the week, and I can't remember the last time I was able to say that. I think it's so cute, and yeah, all I'm gonna end up doing, rather than trying to shove it into this frame, is just glue it on the frame. It's just gonna hang on the wall, so glue is